Hello, my name is Benjamin Melmed, and I'm going to be doing a TED Talk about gender equity, so let's get started. One of the largest issues in society is expectations, and the expectations put on genders are simply unfair. Gender equity must be addressed, and the expectations of genders and supposed necessities aren't always needed. Gender equity must be addressed, and everyone can do their part, regardless of gender. Firstly, the perception of women in the workplace is wrong. Now more than ever, women have taken a more prominent role in the workplace, occupying around 46.8% of all jobs, compared to 1950, where women occupied around 33.9%. The wage gap is simply unacceptable. Along with this, I would like for you to use simple logic. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, for every dollar a man makes, a woman makes 82 cents. It's the same work, but being paid less. The idea that women can't do the same thing as men and that men work more diligently and or better is a stereotype that is unacceptable. Using numbers to back up these claims in all cohorts, which I defined as single and under 18, single, age 16 to 24, 40 plus hour weeks, all women, married with children, and simply married. That order seems weird, but I put them in a declining order. The first one stated makes the highest amount in comparison to men, at around 94.2%, and the lowest being married with a husband, at around 78.5%. This is improper, and all of these values either need to be raised or leveled at 100%. Both men and women, regardless of job, need to make the same amount of money, granted a similar revenue is generated. The only exception I'll put is sports, and not all sports. My main example is the comparison between the WNBA and the NBA. A max contract for the WNBA is $221,450, while the NBA is $27,285,000. This exists for one reason and one reason only, and that's the amount of money that the leagues make. NBA players get paid more because they play better and make more revenue for the league, resulting in more money for the owners, resulting in a higher salary cap, resulting in the players getting more. The WNBA simply does not make the same amount of money because of the players' talents. This is not true across all sports and is certainly not true in the average workplace, but I felt the need to put the asterisk at the end because of the misleading nature the words may carry. Now, based off the last part centered around women in the workplace, it sounds like all fun and games for men, but this is also not true. In a domestic setting, women carry more power, and in national conflicts and quality of life, women have it better off. Here are statistics regarding the obstacles of men and their mental health issues. The suicide rate of men is 4 times higher than in women. Men also die 2.3 times more due to alcohol-related causes. Men are also 2 to 3 times more likely to misuse drugs compared to women. Males account for around 95% of deaths in military conflicts. All of these are simply terrible, no way around it. Male stigma, along with toxic masculinity, which is a set of attitudes and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men, regarded as having a negative impact on men and on society as a whole, are a major issue. Well, you could say, oh, well, they have male privilege. All the good jobs, no housework, it's easy for them. This is simply a lie. As stated before, the stigma surrounding jobs is simply untrue, and the housework can be attributed to one main reason: working hours. Men are about 2.3 times more likely to work overtime. Men on average work 43.2 hours per week as compared to 41.5 coming from women. They are also burdened by financial responsibility and physically demanding work. This mental burden combined with the stone-faced, no-emotion type fit seen of men are a recipe for disaster. Both men and women face unfair gender-related issues. Women are treated poorly in the workplace and are seen as less compared to men for the same work. Men face serious mental health issues while carrying the stigma of no emotion and working hard hours at sometimes grueling jobs. The only bright side of this is that there's a solution. For women, boycott for similar pay or hard work and outworking the competition. Prove that there is no difference in work and that men and women are equal in the workplace. For men, reach out, talk to someone close, go to a therapist. In the most simple terms I can explain this, open up. Bottling up emotions is unhealthy. Letting go and venting is a solution. I appreciate your time and attention. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.